Gervin, excuse me. George Gervin, what am I saying? George Gervin played for Baxi Manresa in the latter part of his career. Traore goes for three, and that's way off the mark. The shot clock has been turned off. Now we're over 5 minutes left. Fuego aficionados. Scrub getting his first tray ball. Traore penetrates. Straw move by the young 18-year-old, showing the maturity. Santos Silva kicks this one out to Robinson. Top pass finding Traore. Pulls up from 15. Doesn't get this one. Goes out of bounds. It's going to remain sack on top ball. Second one tonight for Aaron Donnekamp. Very quick turnaround. And you've got to appreciate the maturity of this young man's game. Had that in his game. That's incredible. Fine Thomas Scrub. Traore goes in. Young fella. Tough play by the young 18-year-old, showing wide open. In the end, they throw a tough pass to Olenejak. Sakontal, no composure at the moment. Traore penetrates in and around, 18 years old, but tough move, got to finish. Another one. No foul called now. Can Sakontal break here in transition? Well, Traore faked out everybody, but had no control. And here we go. Wilson coming off double screens. Now caught in a double team. Tough pass to Traore. Has to go for a tough step back. Three is up. That's not going to go. Now here it comes.
Well, BC goes inside. And feet set. And that is a big time. Falling back into that zone. Traore drives. Little hang time, no good. Offensive rebound. That one's no good. Traore, the 18-year-old. His two-point shot, front iron. Again, one of those tough shots. Traore, it's going to be a two-point shot if it goes. It doesn't. Another opportunity to counter. So that's a good sign as they're back to trailing by 4. Traore not stopped as he gets all the way to the basket. Nice rebound, pushing the ball in here in Cyprus as France start the possession with the ball. Traore, his two-point jump shot is good, and he is going to be came up with the steal as France able to push their lead to more than 4 on this possession. Will they? Traore, little floater in the key is good. Traore gets all the way to the basket. No good, but what a tip-in. You expect who can easily give you into the teens, almost 20 points a game if he wants to. It's been a little short here tonight, only 1 of 5, and he has 4 points for Cyprus. And almost a turnover, almost an over and back, I should say, as Traore, no one picks it up, and he gets all the way to the basket.
Selection is pretty, they know what they're going to do. I think there's more maybe question marks about who France are going to take. Oh, look at that, Traore going for the dunk. Oh, Benitez went to get it. He's got to go quickly. Shot clock about to expire. And Nolan puts it up, and that was short. Touch it because he thought it was going to be an over and back violation. Still some work to do for France. I keep saying that. And that was a great block by Samitzis. Cyprus team, I mean, they've got some obvious shortcomings in terms of size, athleticism, and it affects them on the boards. Points with a bucket. Traore for the jumper. Nope. Another offensive rebound. And not this, still in the game. Albisi as well, and Jean-Marc Panza. Traore has been sitting for a while. He puts up a three. It's no good. There he is, Traore for three. Doesn't drop, but Noah with the rebound and the pump fake. And Giannaris wasn't at the spot where he was going to put it up, and it leads to a three attempt for Nolan Traore, and it's long, and here he goes, Traore missing, got to the rim, just didn't finish, and now floor opens up for Cyprus. Traore, we've seen his driving, how about his shooting? Nice release. There he is, the man everybody's talking about. Driving in, and sure enough, showing you why everybody's talking about him. Traore, the Saint-Con.
turn the corner, backs it out, has a look at options. Will take the ball screen, separates, steps back, is way short on the three. Good luck has it. He is no good. Oh, what a ball by Robinson. Veteran heads up. Traore off the glass for two. All about Robinson on the glass. No, they go long side. Ball movement back to where they'd like it to be. Traore attacks it, scoops the two. What a play! Traore shakes, goes baseline, is blocked. Great follow, more again. Robinson, who's on fire at the start of the third, skips it. Traore, step back three is no good. Galvanini just about saves it, chance to. A 5-second differential. They'll try and use every single second of that. Traore has it. Give him space to play. Off the glass, doesn't get it to drop. Another offensive rebound, and needs a pass. Finds one. Step back, 4-2 is no good. Whistle on it. Traore puts it on the floor, attacks it off the glass for 2 and 1. The first step is so quick. Defensive stop. Forcing the missed shot. They've got to take advantage of this. Traore, and that's why you have to finish the plays. Traore gets top. Ball did change possession, so there was a 24 reset. Traore to the glass, don't get the finish, but the work on the offensive balls to no avail.
In my opinion, on getting contact every time he does drive, or oftentimes when he shoots, as we saw the previous possession, and tries. Traore does not shoot the three. He drives instead. Oliesny goes for the basketball, and as McDermott, I don't think he'll get the assist. Traore forcing a good job. Good defense, Webb. Traore puts it up from deep, a high arcing three, misses, and Canis Sapahi's attempt. The defense exposed. Traore for three, and Oyezhne can't get the basketball away. Schwartz shares it to Onyange. Traore from the right. That's good. It's not just about the drives. You got to have that jump shot. Traore needs to be a little bit better with the basketball. Here he goes. Puts it on the deck. Goes in and scores. Well, how about that? And the kid. Get to the corner. 3-point shot. No good. From Traore, who's checked into the game. I woke up kind of with a cold sweat. That was a difficult game. I felt kind of uncomfortable watching Bond. Look at that, the putback from Oyezhne.
Nolan Traore. Papa numéro 2, Nolan Traore.
16 points. Sonyonge that has a team high 17 now. Traore in the paint now making him with the 18 points with 3-point. Traore drives in, misses. Now Cummings has to go quickly. Fielder forcing the turnover. Traore for three. And the foul on Nolan misses everything. Traore dribbling with his head up, looking for the pass. It's not there, so he's going to take it in, and a little floater. And the lead is 10. Traore, they pass it back outside. Traore drives in, gets rejected this time by Palmer. Good defense. Ishak had picked up a couple of quick ones, didn't play as much in the first half as he would have wanted. Here's a three-pointer, and good. Blocks out Dominique. Olin out. Misses the first. Good box out by Ishak. Now Traore drives in, puts it up and in. They got to go quick. Traore. Shot clock about to expire. He puts up a three, and it's short. Well, get it back. Kabajah goes up. There's contact, no call. Kirkwood. Traore. Oh, he banks it in. What a deposit that was. Palmer for three. And this time does not get it to drop. Traore explodes down the court. That's more like it. If you're going to cut right down the middle, was Palmer, Livingston, Cummings, Coxel, and Zundu. Now from the baseline. That's a tough shot. Those are not the shots that they want. Traore dribbles in. Nice finish this time. Right at Kabajah. Hits it to the free throw line. Back outside to Traore. He launches it and misses everything. Go for a two. The first open shot here in the final seconds. It's going to be Traore. He's going to dribble in. He gets it up and misses. Galatasaray are going to survive. Into a wall called a Zundu. Pfister. What is it that Saint-Quentin want? Try to get something off the dribble. It's going to be Traore. He gets rejected out of bounds by Palmer. Great help deep. Traore Hits it back. Nolan Traore steps back for three. Misses it badly. And Traore. Robinson with the 4 fouls. Gives it back to Traore. Traore drives in. Tough shot off the glass. And for Saint-Quentin, well, you could say they're playing with house money. Here is a drive and another one for Nolan Traore. They can't stop him. Rebounds have been on the offensive glass. That is some impressive board work for the team here in Turkey. And the foul is Nolan Traore gets it right back, and he's going to the line. Sends to the corner. Tunjer shovels the pass and gets rejected by Olenicek. And now a chance to run for Bucco. They got to be careful. Palmer drives in. Oh, he fouls him. What a mistake. Palmer should have just let him. Well, that would have been sweet if it had fallen, but he didn't come close. Now Traore in the open floor is going to drive all the way in. Puts it up off the glass and in. Traore. Well, just got to go possession by possession if you're Saint-Quentin. Traore puts his three up and knocks it down. So nice concentration from the 18-year-old. Throw. Traore drives, gets inside and scores. Well, for a team. Galatasaray for getting back on defense. Here's Bloomberg's for three and misses everything. Chance to go. Luka Bucco. Luke Schwartz has a Kabajal. Jab step. Drives in to the corner. Tunjer shovels the pass and gets rejected by Olenicek. And now a chance to run for Bucco. They got to be careful. Palmer drives in. Oh, he fouls him. And an offensive rebound for Delgado. Huge play. Cummings drifts in. He misses. A chance to run again for Traore. He felt the foul coming, and they're going to say before the shot. Okay, so they both were hit with fouls. And Cummings misses. A chance to run again. Traore. And this time does not attack. It's not always the guy that's been getting it done all game long. Maybe somebody else. Kirkwood drives in. Good defense. But the ball lands to Traore. Robinson with the foot gets it back. They swing it. Tunjer with the pump fake. Puts it up at the elbow. Goes down. Tries to get the foul called. Feaster. Azundu in there battling away. And Sankonton come up with it. Much margin for error in this game. His team has to play well. Palmer for three. And this time does not get it to drop. Traore explodes down the court. Here's Cummings, the stabilizer. Palmer from deep misses everything. Traore dribbling with his head up. Drifts in. The ball batted away. Another chance. Coxel for two. And his struggles continue. Traore has to go quickly. Kirkwood to break up that attempt. Any more of those going to put him on the line. And Livingston missing. Here's Traore. Has it taken away, though, by Azundu. action is underway here in Istanbul between Saint-Quentin and Galatasaray. Saint-Quentin in the blue. And driving is Kirkwood. Cuts it to 51-43. Khalid Moore for three. Good! Saint-Quentin have battled back. So they pass it around, and we are underway in the fourth quarter. And the lob! Goodness me! Traore to Santos Silva. The guy that leads Galatasaray back. Traore. Is the moment too big for him? No, he throws the lob! And there it is, another alley-oop pass. This time, Ole Nishak puts it in. Last few seasons. Here's Kirkwood for three. You can count it. Livingston loses his handle. Feaster does it well to get it to the guard. Traore drives in, bounce pass back to Feaster. It's some uncharacteristic. It was good help. Good job from Livingston to get his hands up on defense. Oh, boy, this is a mistake. Giving Robinson an open three. Got it. Oh, Delgado probably felt like he needed to take that shot, but I don't think he had to. Here's the pass down low. Ole Nijak. And Saint-Quentin team for Galatasaray. Traore. Over to the wing, the three-pointer is good. The second tonight for Kirkwood. The only thing about Delgado is he does get tired. Looks like he might need a break. Onyage steps in for a two. Well, he'd rather have the three, but he'll take the two.
Of what? 0, Loïc Schwartz. Personnel.
But you felt like that was a win for them. They really showed something that we hadn't seen in them for a long time. Here's a three-pointer. That's good. You knew when they walked off the court, they had given everything, and that is the main thing. There is an offensive rebound, and now no defense. Candace Sapai standing around just watching as Traore whips it down to Oliej, and it quickly goes up and in. I mean, he's automatic. He really is, number 13.
Gabriel Galvanini goes to the bench. That's just a super cut. Absolutely super defensive effort. Just gotta love the way this team plays defense. Rewarded the big man on the run. And after the great defensive effort, Dominic, 11 second chance points. Robinson, feet set in the corner, just puts a block on the game. Still a 12-point game, 9:28 remaining. Traore has it, turns the corner, gets to the foul line, needs a pass. Robinson for the easy two. Great recognition, super exit. And good luck hasn't touched the basketball since the timeout. Easy two off the penetration. Ononye gets the two. Timeout for Colossus.
On continue.
Petrolina star. Petrolina Ike knocks it down. I mean, Noah now answers for three. Broke. They're going to have to make shots if they're going to beat France. Traore gets it inside and laying it up and in is Brice Desert. Gets it back. Now hands it off. Goes in for the dunk. Oh my. Yohan Makundu.
As he gives Cyprus the lead after 3.5 minutes of play. Traore, nice scoop around pass underneath. And Desert does not miss that, close to the basket. Open, but that hit the back rim. And France now come up with a defensive board. And nice pick and roll action as Pensa. It's to the basket, no good. Well, France, last time they had a last second shot, it was a spectacular one. This one, maybe a little less calm, but still a great headman pass. He hasn't made one yet. And that one doesn't go in either. As I mentioned it earlier in the game, he is... Oh, again, a little hesitation, but the block coming from the help side, and they wanted the goaltending. No good. Good job getting out and running is Axel Boutet.
Brothers have had magnificent careers here in Europe. Inject bumps. He'll go back to the free throw line. This one's going to be against Bruno Fittipaldo. Oh, he's got it. Well, I think everybody just held their breath for a moment. As the alley-oop and the connection made by Feista. That does cut it down.
Passes it back outside. Here's Traore. Olenishek. How about Olenishek? And Santos Silva able to come up. Now here comes Nolan. Traore. Oh, made the cut. Able to save it to Robinson. How about that? Robinson. Well, if you're... They're going to hold it and try to get a good shot. Oh, goodness, he's going to launch it. Finally. Well, he had been as cold as a cucumber. Bucco now down low, and Santos Silva. Excellent spot.
it goes up. Too big, too strong. It's simply just too good for Damian Jefferson. 5 points and oh my goodness. What a bit of Showtime SQ. You know that's going to be a Kashiaka game plan. The time winds down. You go to Eric McCollum. A nice little pick and roll sequence and a little teardrop beautifully tucked away by Khalid Moore. Tough kick out. McCollum hangs in the air, can't get it. And now here comes Traore. Nice transition again. Showtime SQ double B basketball. That ball, 14-point lead. Sack on top. I'm just trying to, well, they get a wide, had the three down the middle. Go, oh my Lord, a beautiful response. Kashiaka do have 2 more points inside the paint, for that matter. Nolan gets the 2 points to count. The board already touched the backboard. McCollum with time winding down. Circus shot, can't get it. And here comes Sakonton. That's much better. Beautiful transition. That's one thing we've seen from Sakon.
Galatasaray, one reason why Bloomberg's probably in the game tonight, to give them an additional perimeter threat. And the pass back to Olenishak wasn't a one. Big Schwartz to Traore. Bounce pass. Gets away. Traore just, again, not going to get Wallace driving in. Olenishak with the rebound. Traore drives in. Good hands. Delgado knocking it away. 2 turnovers to 14 for Saint-Quentin. And Traore. His lob this time. Good job knocking it away. Will Cummings, who doesn't hesitate, drives. That attempt, any more of those, going to put him on the line, and Livingston missing. Here's Traore, has it taken away though by Zundu. Turnover to Webb. He goes up and takes a difficult shot. And Traore chases it back, but then steps out of bounds. The pressure by... Oh, again, this time the pass inside, and it looked like they were crossed up, like Traore thought. Once again, you cannot sleep on this guy. And again, hands up on D by McDermott. He drives in, and there is the putback. And what you have to keep in mind is the aggregate score. And, oh boy, the pass intended for Onyange over and back. So they give it back to Pino Karchiake.
Traore breaks it down, gets inside, is charged with the turn, with the travel. That's the travel. Disappeared into the corner, Traore.
Ooh, that was a bad pass as well. And another turnover, this one Traore, and then he fouls.
Or not. Traore got all the way to the basket, but the ball was stripped. There's an opportunity for an easy two-point bucket. Oh, I don't believe he played in the third. Traore loses the ball. With 2 turnovers in a row.
this. Traore. Here's the lob, and could have made that harder than it needed to be, that play. Came up empty, and it gives Sam Canton another chance. There he is, Traore just lost control of the basketball as he got into the paint.
Points of separation. Sakonton. Traore goes all the way. And again, a costly turnover by the young 18-year-old. That's his fourth personal foul. Well, Yashar come up with it. Russell, 2-on-1. He's going to go coast to coast. Finishes this one. Still plenty of time for Sakonton. Cross court, Robinson has the butterfingers. He was wide open and just gift wrapped. A three-pointer to take. 85% from the three-point line tonight. Extending their lead to 11. And Traore just throws it away. Well, Khalid wasn't ready for it. Well, another three-pointer coming up for Sakonton. Unable to make this one at the moment. And you can see here, this game becoming a bit of a scramble for both these two teams.
by Delgado. Oh, nice move from Livingston. The finish not there, but Delgado is. Russell. Shot clock winding down. Russell's got to launch it. He does, and he doesn't make it, but nobody boxes out. 9 points. 3-point shot is good. How about Russell?
And that's a nice finish. We've seen that today a couple times from Tingus.
Recently, he has the French record for made threes in the French domestic league. And nice little action there. It will not be his last. Mihail turns the corner, wide open, soft kiss off the glass. No good, but let's count it.
Who did get dropped into the NBA, was a member of Sakoton last season. It's Huertas showing the young fella. That reminds me of two.
Nolan, Traore, they switch. Santos Silva, and comes back in time. Traore picks it up before it goes out of bounds. Job. So it's a first-round pick in the NBA by the Clippers. Here's a bucket. No look pass. This is a Tenerife team that's one of the best teams in Spain. Never mind the Basketball Champions League.
The power of that man inside the paint. Sabahi misses last three, but again, he's not going to miss this one. Extending. Role is definitely reversed when you talk about their domestic leagues. Sakoton picking up their first defeat against Cholet. Russell mid-range. Sack on top.
Livingston. Turn around. So they also, okay, so they both were hit with fouls. And Cummings misses a chance to run again. Shot clock about to expire. Palmer has it. He puts it up. Rims out. They battle. And it's Will Cummings and Galatasaray now with a chance again to pull even or even take the lead with a three. It's going to be Cocker to put up a three to create, or will it be Cummings driving into the lane? It is indeed. He gets some space. He puts it up and in. So Galatasaray looking to strike first. Livingston gets inside mid-range, misses. Delgado keeps Galatasaray, look for a response. Into the corner. Palmer goes, is fouled, free throws. Fouled. Here's Palmer. Livingston, he's starting to heat up. Not that one. He made one of those. 13 for Traore. And from the baseline, what a big play. Livingston. Russell. Uh-oh. McCollum drifts in and earns a trip to the line. Now they get it to the corner. Russell comes in and gets the bucket.
Sit back. We'll take the ball screen. Penetration in the lane, tough, forced shot, chance to run the other way.
You're never doing a favor to a player if you liken him to a legend in your country like Tony Parker. Here's a three-point shot. How about that sweet-looking release? The world does he not make the layup, but he gets it back. Just a momentary lapse of concentration. And meanwhile, Sanitsi, I don't know if they've got enough time now. Pass whipped to the corner. The jump shot no good from Sanitsi's.
From this past Summer Olympics. Thought about the three, penetrates instead. A little bit too hard though. And ball.
Coton. And Tenerife will have another chance. Splits the defense. Scrub down the middle. Tough play to get Captain Canada one more time. Dumbo. When we come back from the international break, this team must win by 12. Scrub goes in, looking like Julius Ervin with a little baby foul.
They have to get on the plane and go a long way for all of their road trips. And Marcelinho banks it in. But the
Seattle gets caught in a double team. Gets out of it. Sabahi penetrates. He'll go in. Doesn't get it. Saka at three. Goes up. Can't get it. Another offensive rebound. Now Russell tries to penetrate. Hangs in the air. No foul called. So
motions off the Colossus bench. Galvanini checks in. And finally one of the threes dropped.
Three-point shot, no good, but the follow.
All 23 seconds of this first quarter is Galatasaray leading by 6 in the deciding game of the play-in. Livingston misses another rebound. Who wants to take it? It's got to be coming, surely. He dribbles in and gets to the line. Inbounds pass. Oh, Gotso was able to tap it to his teammate before going into the backcourt. Here's Palmer, fouled by Traore. 3 free. Cummings drifts in. The ball batted away. Another chance.
Just gets it with 7 on the possessions. Going to have to put something up here. Takes the tough lean back 3, is no good. And more back from a big, big deficit. 8-point game right now. Morantes gets in the lane. A little hang time. Doesn't get the drop.
Livingston puts it up from the stripe right at the shot clock buzzer and made from 2-point range. And that continues. So they have to make these threes. Livingston missing. Izundu.
Oh, step back. This is everything. It looked good until the ball sailed over. Oh, gosh, knows. Might have another injury. And the shot goes up and very slow to get up. Ooh, you hope that.
They're going to slow this one down. Look for that high percentage look. What a time. Oh, my goodness. Well, again, the pass is great, but the finish. There's that ball screen to another kick out. 6-0 on the shot clock. Huertas pulls up under pressure, nails it. Marcelinho.
Marcelinho from the baseline gets the miss. Here's Cummings. His first attempt not there. Tundra for three. Off the back of the iron. Olenishak pointer. Off the back of the iron. And Will Cummings gets it. They zip it out to the wing. The three-point shot from Palmer, no good. They battle. It continues to be. Again, you want to have that good start, and you bring more into the lineup, into the starting five tonight. Open three for Coxo, and that was well short. Now, so they have to make these threes. Livingston, missing. Izundu, anonymous tonight. Gets it back outside to Livingston. Another rebound. And Sankon. Russell for three. My goodness, Russell has been tough tonight.
Looks better and better. Mihalis into the corner. They continue to rotate it. The bank was not open.
Willis now. Kicks it out. It's a deep three-point shot attempt. Goes up.
Not three pump fakes. Can't. Sharing is caring. Bruno kicks out. Now they go for a three. Again, it's the case of I've got to.
Showing his touch. Sastre wide open. Olenishak with the rebound. Hit a ball to open. Well, he took it early.
Going now to Butsiel. Kicks this one out. Sapahi left wide open. This three's up. No good. That's good. Second foul now against Robinson. Tough kick out. McCullum hangs in the air. Can't get it. And now here comes. Here's a player who's been causing the problems. Go into that high pick and roll with Butsiel. Sapahi's made 1-3. Goes for another one. Nothing but net from downtown. A web for three. That's not going to go. Rebound secured.
Move for him. Down the lane. Better ball movement, tremendous block, foul on the play.
It's their place. But this game will finish before that one, so you'll have to wait with bated breath. Willis takes it deep, and this game will finish before that one. So you'll have to wait with bated breath. Willis takes it deep, and he looks maybe a little bit hurt.
They were trailing by 1 at the end of third. Willis has the mismatch. Nice hands by Traore. Comes up with the steal. France has numbers. They go inside.
Well, here's where Sakatan need to be quick. Moore almost fumbles it.
Nolan, Traore, they switch. Santos Silva and comes back in time. Traore picks it up before it goes out of bounds. Has 2 turnovers already on Marcelinho.